Get in here nice and early. No bans just yet.
Probably gonna be the first ban that's up, I think. I don't think EG has to ban Slaughter because it's a Radiant Slaughter.
Unless EG might want to play
VP
SF.
plays Radiant Slaughter actually.
They do play Radiant.
Yeah, they enjoy it. I think right now it's about Dazzle more than anything else, and EG has been running Dazzle pretty much every single game, I think.
We had PPD casting here on day 1, and every game he would always talk about Dazzle, even before the bans, and he was shocked when teams wouldn't pick it.
Yeah, it's pretty much because Dazzle is he makes a lot of lineups work, and he enables strategies very easily.
Yeah,
and
it's easy to drop her on him.
It's after every major tournament, there's gonna be momentums and strategy, and OG has pretty much shown what Dazzle is capable of. You know, like the winner team, they win some major like OG, and then they forget why they actually won. This is what happened to OG. And other teams are gonna pick up on that and just improve it. It's the same thing that happened at Secret at TI and some other teams in the past. It's always the same.
You've forgotten who you are, Moon.
Yeah, man.
Forgot.
I think we next level ourselves.
What if EG wants that stuff as well? Interesting.
It's taking a long time, actually.
Yeah, they're debating. I think they're choosing whether they want
the
this
game
stuff.
is paused there.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that's why.
Yep.
Can we get a reading on why?
Everyone left?
There's a lot of memes.
Oh, I think the TeamSpeak server's down right now.
What's happening? TeamSpeak is dead.
No.
Puppy face.
Some North
Frank
American all
Z.
chats.
TeamSpeak is dead. GG,
Alright.
well played, Frank Z. Brown player.
Nobody uses that face anymore. No Franco Z faces.
Oh yeah.
It's fallen off in popularity. But what are some other big heroes or strategies that you guys look at coming into this game 5?
I think Tusk and Bane probably gonna be banned out by VP. Again.
Dark's here as well.
They're gonna be targeting Fear's heroes. Because they recognize that a lot of their control comes from Fear.
Lil's Visage has been quite successful at times for VP.
They beat it once though, game 3.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
true.
banned it game 4.
Also, the Spear Breaker pick. This will be big, I think. Ben.
Oh yeah.
And the Spirit Breaker's connected always to this draw visage threat.
Yeah.
And I know they picked Radiant, and usually you don't want to run draw visage on Radiant.
No, you want the Aegis.
Yeah. Even though visage alone is still pretty good on Radiant. But if anything, they usually pick it on third, straight up, if people don't ban it on second phase. Maybe they'll try to change up some things.
VP will definitely be looking at the first 2 Gyrocopter on Radiant. They love the hero Radiant.
Yeah, Silent is pretty much one of the best gyro players in the world. Constantly plays the zero.
Yeah.
He's been really stable for them this tournament as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can only remember like one time where I was like, wow, Silent really overextended there. And for a whole tournament, that's, when you're playing carries like Gyro, that's very
Silent
impressive.
is pretty much known as one of the most stable carries in the world.
Yes.
Dating back to the Empire days, of course. So, looks like we're just getting the TeamSpeak issues sorted out, guys. Hopefully should be resolved soon, then we'll get underway with Game 5. Oh, it's gone the distance. VP has made quite a run here, though. I know coming into the event, a lot of the teams and the players were saying that they thought VP was one of the scariest teams at the event. They didn't quite show it at the Frankfurt Major and get the results they wanted, but they've made quite a run from the lower bracket.
I think VP is one of the teams that ride off momentum really well, and they haven't been losing games coming into this grand finals. They've been 2-0ing everyone. Plus, they have other teams like us, OG, specifically. This is our 4th straight land. I'm not trying to make any excuses, but we did win the wages, and we're kind of tired. You know, we don't have as much of a drive as other teams.
Nice excuses, man.
Yeah. Well, VP has something to prove though. They haven't won a LAN, and they have a new player, new roster, and they want to prove to everyone that hey, we made the right choice with this roster change. You know, we are a better team now. So they have something to. They have like a lot of motivation, a lot of drive, a lot to prove.
Yeah, and they didn't even qualify initially. They were invited in the end. So definitely have shown that they earned it, I guess, as they've taken down a lot of good teams along the way.
Team Liquid, like, yeah, we beat OG in defense. Yeah, we won a defense. Coming to this land, we're happy. What?
Yeah, Kuro talks a lot of trash, actually.
What?
All the time.
Yeah,
He's saying bad things about you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why we put you guys on the same couch. We wanted to see if, fisticuffs.
No, we're not gonna
happened?
bum hits. We're not a BTS and join DotA.
You guys are above that.
we are more. We are just competitors. There's one thing that's actually really nice about the Dota scene. You know, everyone's kind of like friends. Everyone's chill. People like make up drama about pro players, but in actuality, there's actually not much drama between pro players at all.
Yeah, like usually, you know, like it's
only
like
in
4
Dota.
a.m.
Yeah, it's only in Dota.
And in Dota only, yeah, pretty much actually.
I think the closest we've come to violence that I can recall is Envy dumping that cup of water on Honey's head. That's about it.
I think esports needs more violence. We need more Richard
It
Lewis.
needs more violence.
We need Richard Lewis in Dota 2.
Get this man off the couch.
Just kidding, guys.
That's okay.
There's violence in Dota 1, remember?
Where?
SMM, Malaysia, EG.
I don't know about
Someone like punched a monitor after they lost. Was it Misery?
Why are you asking me?
that. I don't know.
remember, man. It was. I think it might have been Misery actually. Misery or Playmates.
I wasn't there at SMM. I was the year before at SMM.
Yeah.
Everyone was young, you know, things.
I'm sure Demon's
things happen.
watching this. Demon, who was it? Tweet at Moon Neander.
What?
Or who it was.
Jimmy is busy, okay? He's busy studying Peruvian language.
Oh yeah.
He needs to learn how to communicate with his Peruvian brother.
He's busy at the gym, man.
Busy to gym. Working out, getting them gains.
Good.
Getting the Quest Nutrition. Then Red Bull.
Do we
Awkward pause.
that team hasn't played yet, right? Demon's new team.
No, it's actually, you know, the best part about being not about winning top majors, but the best part about being top 4 in the majors is getting invited to the next couple lands in the Shanghai major. So you can just sit at home
Watch the
and
qualifier.
watch the qualifiers
And flame everyone.
Fiend it.
And fiend the chat.
Fiend it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Fiend the chat. Spam the chat of memes.
You'll be there.
I'll
I
be
think
there in the
I
Twitch
think you're worse than Bulldog actually, as far as chat fiends go.
But at least you know I'm not the Twitch team. You know, it's a
But
nice
Bu-
Twitch
but,
team because I never see them any
Bulldog
lands.
will be playing the qualifiers. We'll be watching it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ban's coming.
All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Oh,
Game 5 is
Spitbreaker
underway.
ban.
EG versus VP.
Okay, it comes down to whether EG bans the Shadow Feed.
They ban Spitbreaker. Respect
Yeah.
ban. It's good ban for against VP because it complements VP's playstyle. VP jumps from one place to another really fast, and you know they like to do like 3-4 moves at once. Actually 2 moves at once, you know. And Spitbreaker like kind of like allows them to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
Darkseer.
it's a perfect tool to stop the split push too, because they want to just like 5-man and
Okay,
plant the
Gyro is
fights.
banned. Yeah.
Turn to ban.
Yeah, EG knows what's up. They banned a Gyrocop there. I knew that they don't want to first pick Gyrocop on VP. Generally, when Peter drafts, he hates like picking heroes just to deny the enemy team a hero.
Right.
'Cause then you
Unless
kinda
he
screw
wants
your
to
own-
run it, yeah.
Yeah, unless you kind of screw your own strategy
5
up. That's
seconds
not
remaining.
one of the. That's not a good way to like go into drafts, you know.
Evil
thing is, they've been
geniuses
relying on the
turn to
gyro as
pick.
well, though. Let's see if EG picks SF then.
But Gyro is not really a good first pick. It's more like a good second pick when you pick a hero with Gyrocopter. Like Dazzle Gyro,
Shadow.
solid opener.
Okay, SF.
So are they gonna pick the Dazzle here?
+1.
Deny it to EG as well?
Dazzle Tuskar?
Dazzle Tusk. This is a
A-
decent opener.
or a Tusk, maybe. Or Visage Tusk.
How do you guys feel about Doom right now? It doesn't seem like he's all as popular as he was a month ago or so.
Yeah, he's a bad hero. I'll
Pretty
blame
bad
the last
hero.
loss of my captain
Yeah.
picking me Doom. I went 0-10 because he's a pretty bad hero.
Is it something worth getting like in
10
this first
seconds
phase here, or do you guys think it limits your options too much?
5
Eh,
seconds remaining.
I would say it's only good if EG picks it. Not good if VP picks it.
Yeah, because you don't want Doom versus SF, right?
Yeah, you don't want Doom with SF. And SF Doom is a solid opener. There's the Tusk. Like, that's
Yeah, let's see if
obvious.
this is the Dazzle or something else.
That AA or Dazzle, honestly. What do you think, Kuro?
I mean, Virtus.Pro isn't. I just want to say, from what I've seen, they don't really like to pick Dazzle that early. Usually, when they got it, was like third pick,
Let's see
fourth
if
pick.
EG pick.
But I think this Dazzle pick is they want to take it away from EG. Like last game, they picked Silencer. Silencer's like pretty good against Dazzle, to just
Yeah.
stop the Grave.
I
And
think
it didn't really work out.
EG wants Wyvern here.
Do you have to ban the Visage now? Do you see the Dazzle? Is Visage Dazzle a good
Yeah,
dual
it's
support?
actually good. It's
actually
actually, it's a Russian combo that people used to run.
Wyvern or Undying?
5 seconds remaining.
EG hasn't been too successful with Wyvern, so I'm wondering if they'll go back to that.
Oh, Venge.
Yeah. EG you have to ban Visage here, I think. There's no Gyrocopter in the pool.
And the Venge is a really good tool the way the game is played right now. Like last game, this Venge constantly just forced early game fights with the swap. So EG gained a lot of momentum during the game. I think they want to pretty much do the same again.
10
Revenge is
seconds
a good
remaining.
save for SF and complements SF in terms of the hero. Oh, Ben Husker.
You
Virtus.Pro's
kind of
turn
have
to
to ban
bat.
Husker when you're...
You don't want to
going
lose game
Dazzle.
5 to a Dazzle
Like
Huskar.
that's like the
Geniuses
biggest
turn
problem
to
with Dazzle is that you have to ban all these heroes.
How about Brood? Is Brood something that either team would maybe sneak in here in the second stage?
VP might brood. Like they like the brood pick, right? I don't know if EG would pick brood though.
They have to
10
ban Visage.
seconds remaining.
They have to ban Visage. Like what Kuro said. It's a
5
Russian
seconds
combo, and they
remaining.
are Russian.
Therefore.
This is just a super strong hero.
Reserve time.
Like little Visage is just very good. You don't want to give it away for no reason unless you have
Yeah.
some certain
I think
idea against it.
I think VP maybe wants Viper with this game.
If they go for Viper, they have to ban Brood first.
Yeah.
Like this, I think they did it against OG. They banned Brood last pick, and then they got the Viper.
EG taking their time here. Got quite a bit of reserve time to work with, 2 minutes or so. It's counting down now.
EG needs a way to deal with this Tuskar right now though, as well, like the early roam.
Yeah, this Tusker might be offlane.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really know yet.
But VP likes the Tuskar offlaning better, but
Yeah, they play.
but VP's offlaner is basically a support as well though.
I think EG doesn't care about this Tusker right now.
Yeah.
And
It's
doesn't
probably
care about
gonna be-
Dazzle either, because Shadowfiend is pretty good against these heroes. Like Shadowfiend doesn't care.
So instead they're going to ban out the G hero here.
Oh, so VP wants 4th pick Viper.
Evil
Yeah.
geniuses
The Radiant
turn
Slaughter.
to pick.
Radiant
It's a
Slaughter,
VP
you called
special.
it. Yeah. I thought they were going to go for the Visage. I'm surprised they picked Slaughter.
Yeah. I guess they're afraid of EG picking it up, even though they don't play it. Not sure. Minus armor, a lot of
Oh yeah,
physical
that's actually a
damage
lot of
nowadays.
minus armor.
What they do is like instead of taking the Viper here, they know EG might take the Slaughter, but they might not take the Viper, so they take the Slaughter first.
10
good.
seconds
But at
remaining.
the same time, you're picking a Slaughter into Tusk, which is really good control against Slaughter, because when Slaughter
5
blink and
seconds
crushes,
remaining.
the Tusk can just blink punch
Yeah.
and you just
It's
die.
just safe though, right? Like just safety, because they want this Viper Slaughter together. I think.
Reserve
I
time.
feel like
Not really.
maybe
Dazzle's-
Virtus.Pro wants the Witch Doctor now, and they just want to like take all the fights in their advantage.
VP?
Plus, yeah, like if you look at these games, like all they do is they run at each other. They constantly move all their bodies at each other and take all these fights, and one team just comes out ahead. If you have some Dazzle, Witch Doctor, Slaughter, your fights are going to be very convenient from 6 minutes onwards.
Really good sustain then. They could take towers
There's a lot of
pretty easily.
synergy. It's the Slaughter ulti and Death Ward. It's all the heals, so the heroes can stay in the fight and sustain each other.
I'm surprised VP banned like the Doom, and then took the Slaughter. Like maybe they could have banned something else EG wanted, because I don't think EG would have taken.
Well, EG are worried
Yeah.
about all that armor.
Turn to
They're
But-
going to grab the Lich.
This is also to protect SF mid.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But Slaughter is like bad in this game as a safe lane, no?
He's offlane Slaughter.
Yeah, but if he
Right.
picks Witch Doctor, it's gonna be safe than Slaughter.
Yeah.
Because now you're playing as a Lich.
I don't think they would do that, right?
And not necessarily.
Well, who would be getting the farm then?
That's like
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, first of all, I'm pretty surprised by the Lich pick. I think this
5
hero is
seconds
actually weak
remaining.
overall. Especially against Dazzle. Like, Dazzle can just wave push the creeps
Reserve time.
and doesn't care about Lich.
Oh, no,
Good
like
lord.
Evil geniuses turn to
cancer.
Ah, it is actually gonna be a safe than Slaughter, my friends.
Uh-oh.
Brood Mother, what face?
They don't really have
Yeah,
best
because
tools for the Brood right now, guys.
EG had thought that was offlane Slaughter.
Yeah.
And then this brood pick kind
Yeah.
of came out of
And
left
you
field.
can't forget that Silent plays Slaughter. Like,
Yeah.
he used to play a lot of Slaughter, so it's very comfortable playing this hero on safe lane. So I really thought they would go for Witch Doctor and just
10
like go YOLO it,
seconds remaining.
because 5th game, Virtus.Pro, they're ready to win.
5 seconds remaining.
How do you deal with this Brood at this point? What are your options?
I don't know. Oh, there it is!
Is this the
Virtus.Pro's turn to
Yeah,
bat.
it's just like counting 1 and 1.
the
See,
Universe Axe?
Dazzle and Broods.
Yeah.
I know they ran it for Sumail one time. That didn't work out so hot.
I think it's Universe X. They'll go they'll do some Lich dueling bottom maybe, or Venge +1 bottom.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
I think EG wants PL. Actually.
Isn't this dual bottom just gonna get massacred though? It's the Tusk, Slaughter, Dazzle. You snowball on the Slaughter onto the hero, crush,
Reserve
Fuel Bomb,
time.
shards,
I
you're
mean,
dead.
yeah. Or it could. I mean, I don't think Artur would play Axe though. That's why.
Evil geniuses turn
Oh,
to
they're gonna
battle.
ban out the
Yeah,
Wyvern.
EG should ban Viper. I think.
Yeah, Viper's pretty decent.
Viper or Lina.
But they need some AoE spell damage actually.
That's why Lina might be
10
better.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, G is actually pretty good on Lina, but if you don't
5
practice this hero
seconds
constantly,
remaining.
it's very hard to pick it for your team.
I mean, VP could do this Lina Tusk mid, right? Versus SF. They can
Reserve
crush this
time.
SF mid.
Yeah,
I kind of think they have to ban Viper.
This Axe, he's actually a really hard hero to play versus Tuskar and Slardar.
Razor.
How you playing the fight? Yeah, it was like Razor, Lina, or Viper, one of the three.
Yeah, one of the three.
So now it's Razor or Lina, I think, are the
I
two.
think they can
Sorry,
pick
Viper or
VP.
Lina.
Because Viper is good versus Axe.
He crushes Axe.
Yeah.
It's so hard to play Axe versus him.
Yeah, it's so hard to play Axe. But at the same time, there's a lot of minus armor coming from EG, so like Viper's just look kind of weak and you just die. But you have a Dazzle,
yeah, that's
so
Dazzle,
you kind of.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, because of the Dazzle, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Viper looks pretty strong right now.
Then it is a very.
Their
counter-
5-man would be really
5
really scary if
seconds
they start
remaining.
fighting with the Brood as well.
Yeah, I think if VP picks Viper, EG will pick Phantom Lancer.
Reserve time.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see that happening, and then Lich PL offlane.
Yes.
And
that is-
PL actually can die to the snowball
that'll be
slaughter.
the move by EG.
Yeah, it's actually pretty smart.
I think
Wow.
regardless of Lina
Wow.
or Viper, they'll pick PL last.
All but Dota.
Yeah, I think they have to pick PL.
I don't know. If PL is the right pick, you have PLX, Shadowfiend, and one team. You'll just get ran over.
What are your
Yeah, you
What are
can
your
get
other
that right
options?
over.
Do you think?
My other option, I think, would be picking another offlaner. So you put the Axe, Venge, safe lane, Lich, and something dual in offlane.
So at this point, you're looking at the Venge as a support then? No chance of the carry Venge?
You might even put it like Venge, Axe, safe lane, and Venge is pulling, Lich, SF dual lane mid, and you just sack the last offlaner.
I think VP knows this as well, though. Like there's a threat of PL if they pick Viper here. That's why FNG might be deciding.
Yeah,
do.
I feel like they shouldn't be intimidated by this PL. Like, all they need to do is get towers, control Roshan, and actually go high ground, because AG can't really stop the high ground push.
What other mids are there? TA. It's,
And this is always the choice
Dragon
you make
Knights.
on last pick in the
Yeah.
elimination game. It's like, how safe do you want to be? Do you want to have backup?
Viper.
is a bit of Viper, guys.
That is the ultimate in
Phantom
safety.
Phantom Lancer.
Phantom Lancer is like a solid pick, but it's not so solid because, like what Kuro said, you can get run over so fast.
Yeah.
Shit.
They can't give slide after you farm.
They're gonna apply pressure on 3 lanes just by default, because they're Brood and Viper. They're constantly like shoving the creeps.
What if
to
you
the
like
tower.
trialing aggressive with Venge, PL, Lich? No, that doesn't work.
I don't think then they regret the
10
Lich pick
seconds
already if
remaining.
they want to do that.
Yeah. That's why Dazzle's so good, because you can just go
5
dual and
seconds
offlane with
remaining.
Dazzle PL.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
Oh man.
It's hard to say. EG needs some
Reserve
fighting
time.
hero.
Tim.
That's a fighting
Yeah.
hero.
What?
Sumail Timbersaw.
Wow.
There you
Kuro
go.
was right.
They needed yeah, I was thinking, an offlane-ish style hero.
Don't really have the hardest lockdown for the Timber here. No big silences, no Disruptor or Doom type hero to deal with. And Sumail has had some really outstanding performances on the Timber in the past. Came up big for EG at the Frankfurt Major. So with the draft complete, guys, who are you favoring here? Do you think it's pretty even? Does one team have some problems?
I mean, EG has to do well in lanes.
I
But,
would feel more comfortable playing Virtus.Pro's lineup.
Yeah, I actually
It's
agree
a
with Kuro.
very straightforward strategy.
Yeah, so easy to play the strategy actually.
Yeah.
EG's a little bit harder, they have the damage control, and I think
Prepare
EG
for
can
battle.
damage control. I mean, that's what they're best known for. You guys gotta realize that EG has like a ton of lane shove, Axe, Timbersaw, and SF, while VP's has almost 0 lane shove.
If you just compare the supports, like Venge and Lich, compared to Dazzle and Tusk, I already feel bad.
I mean, it's hard to play both. All 3 of EG's cores versus Viper. It's super hard to play. Like Timber is not that good of a
Timber
hero.
is like decent actually.
Yeah,
Like
but,
Viper is such a static hero. You can...
He'll have like starter amp. He'll get stunned. Anything?
Like, you know, like Timber's like actually good against Razor, for example. It's the same story for Viper.
So you think they should have been a Viper instead of Razor?
I think Razor would have been even
Better
equally
pick?
good for them. Yeah, not better necessarily, but very solid pick. So like you guys said, they just
30
need
seconds
one of a
to
kind, some Razor, some Viper. And the third choice was pretty much Lina.
Alright, VP. Defending their own woods for now. There were some early TPs to plant down wards around the map, and looks like they want to try and secure that bottom rune. Are getting scouted out currently. Looks
This
like
Axe
she will
won't get
get his
anything
bounty.
bottom lane, I think. He shouldn't really get much bottom lane. Like, thing about Dazzle versus Axe is, Axe is
The
good versus
battle
Dazzle in mid game,
begins.
but Dazzle owns Axe in
You
lane.
guys going for it?
Oh, the
he
double
went
bounty.
for it.
He practices in
This
games
is
now.
the best thing in a game like that. It's morale for the team.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. I mean, he could have died there.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he would have taken a lot of damage. Oh, he went for souls though on Shadowfield.
So, looks like actually EG is going aggressive. Yeah, they're sending Venge and Axe bottom. So they're not going to just solo the Thax, and they're going to solo Timber versus Brood. Timber's actually a good hero versus Brood in lane. You can't really harass him in lane.
Yeah, I think they thought that VP was gonna go aggressive.
Oh, and safe lane the Brood?
One thing to note is that EG straight up blocked the mid lane from the start, from the spawn. Kia was just blocking mid. So SF is a really good block. It's a huge difference, honestly.
So they really want to secure the SF start here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sumail is at it for now alone against the Brood, it looks like.
Yeah. This is a Brood favorite lane. The first couple levels is gonna be Timbersaw favorite, but it's like it gets bigger and bigger. The minute the Brood gets higher levels, that's very in the Brood.
It's
He's
actually-
just playing here actually
Gonna
pretty
go for
hard.
a kill.
He's choking.
He's choking. Like Richard Lewis.
Jeez.
Sumei really wants to kill though. He's ready to pop the mango for it.
Sumail always
He
wants
does
to
have
kill,
that
man.
point and chain now. About
he's
to
gonna
hit
go
level
for
3. He's looking for it. Does he have the angle? Not quite. At least not yet. But any moment he could pounce on Phobos. So over in the middle lane we just see a lot of farming early on. No real pressure.
I feel like the Tusk should just go bottom and leave the Viper alone. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fine either way.
Yeah, that's a free kill honestly.
Like this bottom lane of EG, it's
The bottom lane should be crushed.
it's a really weak lane.
Axe is. People say Axe counters Dazzle because of the chop, but you guys gotta recognize that Dazzle heal bomb also
Yep.
owns Axe.
When you're cutting the wave or something like that,
Yeah.
it really hurts.
Oh no.
Sumail finding the first blood. Solo kill, and it was the mango.
Phobo should be aware if he faces up against a player like Sumail.
That's actually a pretty big choke also. This should never happen.
But in the meantime, VP are on a move of their own here. They've got an Invisor picked up for the Tusk. Let's see if they can find anything.
I kind of like this dual mango build from Universe.
I'm thinking about it. Looks like they want to go. They're going to start off with an auto attack. They do manage to hold PPD in position. Or sorry, Fear. They will bring him down there.
Wow.
But the trade comes now as the Razor is going to fall. Snowball rolling forward, committing onto RTZ. One more auto attack, just enough. They get the kill. So they do end up bringing down the Shadow Fiend as well as his Lich, but it does cost them a Viper and a pretty heavy rotation.
Yeah, it was a little bit of misplay by G. He was too happy hitting the Lich.
I don't know whether it was worth it, because I know early kills are good and all, but like you guys could have factored in CS, you know? Like,
I don't
because-
think it's worth it, just because like this bottom lane.
Yeah, exactly. Like look at Slaughter. Like he kind of farmed because his support auto show. That was not worth it at all. Because the CS, you know,
Yeah.
CS is so big in early game too.
And EG are winning in that department quite handily now.
You can see the vision of the game. They're just leaving the Slaughter alone while there's pretty colorful dots on the minimap hanging around the Viper, and so they're literally supporting a Viper, which he doesn't really need.
And I know that I said that was a Brood favorite lane, but if the Timbersaw gets the first blood and gets arcade boots, it's
No
definitely-
longer the case.
It's no longer.
Would
the
you like
case
to change your prediction?
No, I mean, if that happens, then
Right.
now the
It's a
the
different
guy-
lane now.
Yeah, it's a completely different lane. Like he is topping the CS shards and everything.
This Timber is so farmed.
Yeah, he's gonna be really farmed this game, and there's nothing this Brood can do about it.
Is there anything VP can do? I mean, you guys mentioned focusing more on bottom. Is it too late for that, or
Not
should they
really.
be
can
making that
still go
adjustment
there
now?
and get
No, they
kills.
still can focus the bottom. That
Yeah.
plays to just collapse middle.
Well,
they're
they try
looking
for it.
at the Shadow Fiends a lot. They're just afraid of, like everyone is afraid of Shadow Fiends becoming
Yeah.
strong.
Look at that. They want to collapse middle.
Luke looking for fear in the trees, does get caught out a bit, starts to take the poison attacks, but he's gonna tango his way most of the way through, and they won't dive in the end.
Like strategically, what they need to secure is just this bottom lane, and even push the tower. That would give
Exactly.
the whole team so much.
Uh-oh, Sumail,
I agree.
bit of trouble. Soul Ring was cooling down though.
This guy bottom lane, he's not a happy starter.
Oh, this Zax is pretty happy though.
Yeah, this is actually so happy. This is the Dream X game, honestly. No attention put to me.
Already level 5.
Everyone's focused on my mid player. Feels good.
He's got all the mangoes in the world.
Okay, they need to make this gank work.
They're not gonna get this kill.
They are looking for Mr. Sumail, the roll coming in. Spiderlane's gonna join him. It's a big commitment here. But then turns with the chakram. A lot of damage being done there. And Universe is gonna show up. He gets up the coat. Where are those spins? He starts getting them. Phobos, for now, will be okay.
How in the hell were they gonna get the kill? Not only did Sumail recognize that they couldn't kill him, he recognized that and instantly like used all his mana to like try to get a turn kill.
I mean, if the Stylings would be on point with the heal, they might get it, but it's not the place to be for them.
Arteezy does get caught out in the mid lane, but he's gonna turn as well. Not giving anything up too easily. Good blocking there though by the creep, but still finds the kill again. EG making something out of what looks like
VP
nothing.
is tilting
Time and again.
Hardcore.
Yeah, they're tilting really hard. This is not the same VP. Like Kuro said, I think if they actually just secured the safe lane, like this would be a completely different game.
Wait until your Slardar gets his blink and level 6 and then go.
It's more like it's this actually be level like
Yeah,
2.
the problem with EG's lanes was like this axe would just be bottom to Venge, and that's originally what I thought too.
All VP needs to do is make EG feel bad, and if they would constantly kill bottom lane, they would just make the whole team feel bad pretty much. Because Lich SF doesn't really do that much against Viper. Like all Viper has to do is not die, and he won't die. Same for Brood.
They do find the shard catch here again. It's on 2. The heal comes through, but still alive. Finally gonna manage to bring down the old man.
Super good snowball there.
As they roll forward, Arteezy fairly low in his own right, but he gets off the 2 hero raids before going down. It is a 2 for 1. The Shadow Fiend falls again. A 4 hero rotation, and perhaps more importantly, Brood just doing whatever she wants here in the top lane, getting a lot of damage done on the tower.
Same with Sumail on bottom though.
Yeah, he is cutting the wave in the meantime.
It's pretty much Broodmother.
Sumail is very on point in this game so far.
Yeah, doing the right thing.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Winning a lane is not supposed to win.
That's Sumail though.
They are finding an opening in the mid lane though. Looks like San's been caught out, gets off the crush. Can they focus him down? Dropping low to auto attacks, and they will manage to finish the job. So Universe gets the last hit. Radiant grabbing their tower, but Sumail's slowly working on this.
He maxed Battle Hunger, didn't he? That was way too much damage. No, he didn't.
No.
Wow. That felt like it was a lot of damage. Well, maybe because Sprint was on. That was why. Yeah. Silas not happy, guys. He's roaming Slaughter. He just died. He's not happy.
I think the problem is like the Viper on VP. He like it's how VP always plays. Like if G calls for help mid, they'll go and help him. So I think he's versus Lich SF mid, and he calls for help, and then both the Dazzle and Touches leave the starter and come to help him mid. So it's a classic just mid player wanted to
I
call
don't know
the
what's
help.
in their heads. I think they were just like too pressured to do like these moves. Like
Yeah.
they didn't need to go mid, then they went top, and usually like you just let Brood things. That's the whole point of the hero pick anyway. That he creates all the space on his own. So they go for the gank, which didn't work.
But at the same time, that's how VP plays though. They make all the unexpected plays. What I
That's
love
true.
them. They make all the plays you don't expect a regular team to make. They don't make the correct plays, but sometimes it works out for them.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't work out for them, it really doesn't work out for them. You can lose the game so fast.
They're gonna try to make a jump here on Sumail, but he gets up that first chain very far back. Shards coming through. PPD looking to help him out a bit. He's gonna tank the poison touch, stuns before the crush. Does Sumail re-engage? Yes, he does. Just destroys Silent on the Slardar. Now hunting for a bit more. The chakra comes out again. He's got the mana to dive this. The chain just barely missing the tree in front of him. Shards coming through, but he's gonna turn attention back to Lil, and Sumail will do it again. 8-5 the score. He's really heating up, but he's not done just yet. Another dive forward. Does he have any more mana available? Sumail, what's he got? Not a whole lot. Not enough to dive anymore.
Yeah, this is just literally the Sumail show right now.
And Virtus.Pro needs to like they need to regroup their thoughts right now. It's pretty hard, but the way the game is going with their lineup, that's the worst thing ever.
The Slaughter is tilted.
He's desperate to kill him.
He's been roaming, and he died twice, and he has a bottle, no threats, not close to Blink Dagger. He's not in a good position right now. If he
Yeah.
dies one more time, like, this is really, really bad for
That
BP.
bottle tells the whole story.
Yeah. I mean, this is Peter just banning Gyrocopter and suddenly he's on a roaming Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard when you like play like one way the whole tournament and suddenly they actually need to help their safe laner because he can't do stuff on his own. That would be Gyrocopter. Starter needs support. They just forgot about it.
They are looking for the Brood. They know she's in the woods, and they're going to find Phobos. The heal comes out. The Universe with the Frost Armor just fine so far. In fact, running forward, forcing 3 BP heroes out. Where's the backup? Rotations are coming in. Arteezy's here with an Invis Rune. Looking to set something up. This could be real ugly. No, the heal does way too much, but the Requiem comes from behind. Raises chunky down BP, finding the first kill as the Brood will drop. Perhaps they're going to get more here. The Dazzle pretty low. Even the Creeps getting on the action, swapping back into the snowball forward. Lil all over the place. But in the end, he's right back to the well. Double kill for Arteezy.
He got the whole bunch of spiders thrown out. He just like jumped like insane like amount of gold.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower.
Get
Can
all
see-
the spiders.
Can see how much that some of these heroes really work, how well they work against the Slardar though. The Axe has the call, you have the Frost Armor, so the heal bomb not doing as much as it normally would. They do get the blink call in the mid lane, and Universe is going to try to drag G a bit back towards tower, but doesn't actually have to move because he's got the long attack range, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, Virtus.Pro is pretty sad now that the CX has a blink. And I just wonder what they should do right now to get momentum in this game.
Is there a play they can make, do you think? Like a smoke gank or an objective they can take?
Secure silence farm. He even went with threads. He has no blink dagger and close to blink dagger.
Yeah, I mean they should
They're
keep
just trying these
pushing
snowball
out the
ganks.
bottom lane. I think
Gonna
that's
try to
one of the
kill-
most important
Radiant's
things they can
middle
do.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Just so they have to like get attention from EG.
Look at the supports levels, man. You talked about it earlier, Lich and Venge versus Dazzle Tusk, but look at the levels, 7-7 to 5-5.
If you have that discrepancy, then you're probably pretty happy
This
for
game is
EG.
going EG's way as much as I like it.
Gonna clear out the neutrals. Silent playing the farm game now. No more roaming for him. At least not for the time being. But this is freeing up EG. All 3 lanes currently being farmed as they're gonna contest this bottom rune. Shotgun will come out. Haste rune gets grabbed by the Slardar. He'll back away.
There was a stat on BP, LD, that BP farms the least. The second least of all teams. The least was Mininsky.
Really?
This tournament, they farmed the least.
Just in terms of like how many creeps they kill?
How
or
many creeps they kill and stuff like that. 'Cause
GPM, yeah.
Yeah, because all they do, they go for runes. Every rune they get, they buy bottles, they fight, they try to roam so much, like the supports don't farm much. And just look at the supports, like Lil has not been, I don't even think they pulled once bottom. Maybe like once maximum.
Oh, they went full aggro mode this game, just roaming around constantly. Dazzle Tusk.
Damon had a pull to work with on Dazzle.
I
On
mean,
Radiant pull.
they could have. I just feel bad for them because probably it's in their heads that they pretty much fucked up the game, and now they have to somehow get their strength back into the
Try
game.
to salvage it.
Yeah, well, it's very hard to salvage a game against a Shadow Fiend that's leading.
And all their heroes have their core items and levels at this point for EG.
This
Like
EG's dream. Do nothing, win Dota. No, like actually,
Shots?
like no, I mean, it's not shots. This is the dream. This is this is our dream too. On SF, we play SF a lot. When you know you have secured the early game, and all you need to do is just farm and hit the timings, and the enemy team has to do something to win the game. Yeah. You're in a really good spot. You know?
You're in their heads, you know?
Yeah, you're just like, haha. Now we just play safe, stone over extend, and we'll win the game.
Yeah, that's why we don't draft SF because we are not that lame.
Any reply?
I mean, right now the strategy, like in this tournament, we've seen like it's pretty much always some double core or Shadow Fiend. Every team that has Shadow Fiend is just very comfortable. Like Moon said, you don't have to do much. All you have to do is get Helm of Dominator and farm Ancients and Roshan at some points. And there's just a clock on Virtus.Pro.
Looks
just
like the Venge might be in trouble. Caught out here near the top rune. Yeah, PPD possibly going down. They're going to snowball forward. 4 hero commitment just for this. But they will get the kill.
every kill they'll take gladly right now.
But
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Peter's like, they
Silent
got me,
doesn't want
guys.
to play anymore.
Yeah, they were showing 4 people and Slaughter's farming the jungle. It's 14 minutes in. You farm the jungle, like maybe even 10 minutes in, even Team Liquid will come in and kill you. Like, that's not a place you can farm. The VP has lost the entirety of their own jungle. Lost control of the whole jungle. They put so much wards in there too on VP. Trying to protect it, but like,
Yeah.
they still die. That's so bad for VP.
And it's the Silence position right now is like the hardest in the whole game.
they're looking for the jump in. Universe going to start it off here with the blink, the call as well. Bobo's trying for a flanking maneuver. The shards not going to connect on anything. Oh my god, that's a lot of spiderlings. Sumail will take that gold. 700 after the Yules.
How much does Slaughter have? What is closing in?
I mean, the blink, I don't think it will even do anything at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the problems with safe lane Slaughter was like people stopped picking him in safe lane. They just have him as like solo carries. Like it's too hinged on him having a game with blink. You can see in this game he doesn't have this blink. He's just useless.
Yeah. They're gonna do Roche. RT's gonna buy SNY. He's gonna take the Aegis.
Then do you just start pushing? Or do you farm more
Take
here?
the game from there.
Yeah, you just take the game from there. Take the mid tower. Take the objective number 1. Take the top tower. Universe got Vanguard too, I think. There we go. Lich is max Lich armor.
Yeah, this game is like
He's not-
slow
doesn't
poison
have-
for Virtus.Pro.
He's gonna start maxing it now. And then Venge is gonna start maxing his second and third spell.
So how would you feel if you would be playing on Virtus.Pro side right now? You feel like you already lost the game?
Yeah. I mean, this is how VP plays though. Like, you know how like I said, like I talked about it before with Russians. Oh, never mind. I'll continue about it later.
Fight on the mid lane as Arteezy does get jumped. The Chain Frost comes out to counter the Chain. They're trying to run down Silent here, perhaps. Actually, the hasted Ven on the way out. They will lose the Lich so far. The Shadow Fiend too. Coming back in just a moment. That's the Chakram. They engage and they will find themselves FNG. So 2 down now. The Requiem coming out, looking for a few more VP heroes. PPD still hasted. He can look to run back in. Gonna pop that does. Universe unable to jump forward. But will have his blink online soon. So they pop the Aegis. 2 for 1.
That was still a pretty decent fight for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah.
Could have been much worse.
And maybe EG aren't going to be quite as confident to push now.
Well, they do have the mech on Viper. I think they're closing in on Orchid for Brute. Maybe he has it already? He has it
Yes,
already.
yeah. Going back to my point, but the rush. Oh, never mind. Going back to my point about the Russians is that they make these plays which are like high risk, high reward. They play with like no like respect, honestly, for the opponent's counterplay. And when it
Yeah.
works out, you're like, wow, they're like Virtus plowing through them. But when it doesn't work out, this happens. You know, you lose the game, and like I say they lost the game about the chopping mark when Slaughter died again.
Virtus.Pro is gonna go now, because Slaughter's blink. They might even like smoke up after the tower, or even before, and just find the fight.
Let's see how EG want to
I
respond
feel like
to
it's
this.
their best timing to keep themselves into the game.
Yeah, this is
Otherwise-
the best timing right now.
Yeah,
They have everything. The blink, the mech.
The make or break it, guys. Let's go, EG.
Yeah.
EG versus VP right here.
If Virtus.Pro doesn't go for a play now, what happens is that EG will just outbound them, just very naturally.
I think EG should give up this tower.
Yeah, they don't need to risk it.
Yeah, they really shouldn't risk it.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of thinking about fighting.
Kind of thinking. Oh,
And while they were thinking, Arteezy does get caught out. There's a crush, but the Frost Armor keeps him very healthy. He may even look to turn this one around. Jumping forward, Universe with the call initiation onto Lil, gonna bring him down quickly. So they lose the Tusk. Can they get anything more? Universe slowly being worked down, but it's Sumail in the front lines. He gets tossed up in the air by the Yule Tip for the Chain Frost. Not very effective, but still a call from Universe again. It's on to the Refuge from the high ground. They're gonna bring down G. That's a soak. And now they're looking for more. VP being herded back, forced away, and Sumail gets in deep, just starting to wear down Silent as he's unable to get off a good initiation. Universe once more with the jump, the 3rd kill of the fight. Make it 4. EG, they give up the tower, but they get so much more in the end.
Radiant's top tower is under
The team
attack.
fight was so good for EG in the fact that the positioning is fighting in a small choke point with a lot of trees near. With I mean the Lich ulti was bad, but like
Radiant's
it's
top
still
tower
like
is under attack.
Sumail did so much work there, and the universe could get like 2-3 man calls easily, which he did. Arteezy could get like easy like 2-3 man raises, which he did. And the entire time, if the SF was in danger of dying, the Venge had swapped the entire time. He was just sitting there on the high ground waiting to swap it. He was like, "Wow, we're winning so hard that I didn't even need to swap anyone out of danger." So the
Yeah.
entire time EG had the whole team fight under control. It was
This
so
is
nice to watch.
one of EG's strengths. They're very good at taking the variable fights on positioning. I've seen it a couple times in this tournament, where they just go on the chokes and just wait for their opponent to come. Same happened
Especially with
against
the,
VG.
with the Timbersaw there, especially. He had trees like every angle he wanted to jump.
Yeah, it was great.
Like Broodmother wasn't hitting anyone in the whole fight. He was just like trying to crawl into the fight. So they had no DPS on the stun. So nothing is really going their way right now.
That was the Market Brute timing, and Blink Dagger started timing, and they got wiped 4 for 0. Now,
And now EG hit their second wave of timings. Bloodstone coming out.
Bloodstone coming out. I think Crimson got an axe. And I think
SMY's probably done by
oh,
now.
no, 4 stuff.
Or maybe it's a Manta to deal with the
I'm pretty sure it's a Manta. Oh, it's SN1, never mind. Both are good.
They already have Frost Armor, I guess, so he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
pretty tanky.
True. Bench is level 2 swap too, I think. Just like one of the biggest things. Oh, not it's level 1 swap. I think EG is just gonna chill. I don't think they're gonna do anything. I think they just wait for second rush. By the time the second rush hits, they're gonna have even better timings. Probably 4 stuff completed on Axe. Sumail maybe like one more item. No, he doesn't have Bloodstone yet. Soon. He has it. No, he has it now. Just this Stumbles thing gets it. Maybe Sumail gets a plate mail, which is really good on Blade Dagger. And then level 2 swap on Venge. Yeah,
And he's pretty much unkillable at that point.
yeah, with a level 2 sub on Venge, like you can swap anyone out of danger and then you're pretty much unkillable. SF takes the Aegis. If they initiate a Timbersaw, they just swap the Timbersaw out. I don't see how EG loses a team fight. Maybe if you get like an insane initiation with the Slaughter, but at the same time, VP has no AoE, so if like Slaughter gets a
Yeah.
4-man crush, like who's gonna die?
They actually don't have damage to kill him.
Yeah.
No magic damage at all, no.
Exactly.
Radiant's top
Bobos is gonna move in here, he gets the silence off on Sumail, he commits onto PPD,
Going crazy.
but all of a sudden, snowball the other direction, it looks like 2 might fall here, Sumail down, and it seems the players are lagging pretty badly.
Peter just exclamation mark LAG.
Oh, the Slaughter's coming in. They can turn this.
They're looking
Yeah,
for
they're
a
gonna
bit
turn
more,
it.
shards again, fishing, barely catch you out Universe, the crush is there, even with the Frost Armor, the amp damage is too much, he's down as well.
This is
That's 3.
tilt-worthy shit, honestly. Raffle. Holy shit.
This is the
I
best
said
thing
feel
that
it out,
could have happened for Virtus.Pro.
and then VP just it was still fucking lagging, and then oh man, get your PJ styles out to chat. This is some drama. This is EG's
If
not
that's
happy
what
right
feeling it out is like, I'm sure
This
VP
Viper-
wants a little more of that, you know?
Yeah.
How farmed is this Viper now? What does he have?
now. That pretty much like brought EG kind of back to
Viper's
the
actually
game.
farmed. Well, he's gonna have SNY soon.
And that brought EG back. No, VP back into the game.
Yeah, it did.
It really
I
did.
mean, maybe not like even DotA wise, but at least like they finally killed them. Like they
Yeah.
feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. And not only that, I think they're actually gonna get a kill on SF here.
Oh, possibly.
Give a Slaughter.
And
It's a
he
cooldown.
is... just use the blink.
Oh,
And
well,
Sprint's about to wear off, it looks like.
But it's Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro always chases.
Can Lil get in there?
Yeah, here's a mango. He always does this, by the way. He always buys mango. Even after laning phase ends, he still buys mangoes.
Do you like that? Do you think that's worth it later on?
I mean, he's been playing really well this tournament, and they did beat us.
I don't know
so,
if anyone can question the Lil Sitch at this point.
I guess he's right.
Lil was right.
I would never do that, personally, but I guess he's right.
But I think you do that, don't you?
Me?
Like, you get mangoes? I've seen you like.
No,
Mango
actually, the
your
mangoes which I have, I've been keeping it the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
time from the
like-
laning
Oh.
phase.
You just
I
don't use it
actually-
early on.
Yeah, I just
forget
want to use it
to
early
use
on, and I still have it.
You have to.
Nice.
Then you want to sell it or use it
I
randomly.
usually sell it. I don't actually buy mangoes outside laning phase. I feel like it's a waste of gold.
It's a pretty expensive item.
Mm-hmm. It's good for laning phase just because of the passive regen, but other than that, it's like I don't think it's an item you buy.
The
some
Peter
offlaner.
smiley face coming out in
Yeah.
chat now.
Can we go back to the game?
Yeah, we're back into it, unpaused, and We'll see if EG can maintain their composure.
Press enter, see the smiley face.
Can we see the smiley face, please? Cameraman, yep, right
Important
there.
things.
You guys ready? Smiley face? Question mark? Great stuff right there.
What Crow said originally, the weakness of EG's draft is the support duo. Look at the networks. The Dazzle and Tusk are always going to eventually out.
Even though they're
network the
winning,
game.
it's just naturally gonna fall off. There's nothing to do about it.
It's Lich Armor though.
What's literal armor at? Like level 2? Level 3. Wow, as it gets more and more levels, like it's gonna be a huge factor this game, honestly.
I mean, VP is hinging on this Viper just getting super farmed and then being able to do a lot of damage. Like he has all these, his Dazzle ulti and then Slaughter ult to like make his damage even higher. This is how Nether Toxin scales with minus armor.
I think EG is still in a fine position. I would like to see RTZ pick up an Ice Ogre creep. The Ice Ogre creep stacks up with Bleach armor. It's fully stacks actually. Everything stacks.
The slows as well.
The slows too, yeah. It's crazy. Like, and then it's against like 2 melees and a Viper, and when you're attacking that, you're so slow, you're unhappy, you know?
I remember Eternal Envy did that on Doom. He had they had a Lich, he had the Frost, the Ice Armor creep.
You sure?
Shivas.
It was me doing it against Team Secret in the Majors Grand Finals. I was doing.
Oh no, this was before your time, my friend. This
Oh,
was
wow.
back at MLG Columbus,
Oh, wow.
2013.
Sorry, man. The land before time, and I was playing Han.
And here you are, memeing it up in the world of Dota. How
Yeah,
things
man.
change.
Looks like is VP VP they're gonna trade tier 2 towers.
Smart from EG. I don't
So,
think they should fight.
so that obviously that fight
Is under
earlier mid that EG was not really expecting, really good for VP. Does
This
it
is better for VP because
completely
they're also
tilt the balance of the
they're,
game?
they're
Yeah.
getting the tier 2
Opened
mid.
up the
as well.
map for Virtus.Pro. They're
It did.
actually like capable of moving out and doing stuff, taking their jungle, taking towers.
under attack. Middle tower.
Now EG has to play a little bit more passive. They have to respect VP a little bit more.
They are going to try to jump here on Sumail in the mid lane, but the swap comes out from PPD looking to prevent this. Snowball forward, Universe at the same time gets in. Nice call there, the Jade Frost is coming. Massive damage onto VP with the Requiem as well. Silent getting forced back. Sumail in through the front. He'll bring him down as well. 2 down, they're looking for a third. The Yules is ready. They're going to isolate and then quickly execute FNG. Nicely done by EG. Looked a little shaky there for a
It's a
moment.
rage buyback from Peter.
Yeah.
That swap
like-
really helped.
Yeah, it was a good, amazing swap. He needed to buy back there, but
It
it
was
was
a really
more like
bad go by VP though. Like there's
Yeah.
no reason. They got 2 towers.
Radiant's middle
In a game
tower
like this,
is
them
under
getting these
attack.
2 towers is fine. Trading 1 tower, and then they forced some really bad go on this Timber Saw. You look at his his items. He's actually a really low percentage kill.
you gotta understand. That's how VP plays. They make the plays they don't expect them to play. Make, you know. And when they were doing it against us too, we were like, there's no way they're gonna go. They go, and we were in 5, so we got punished really heavily. And they ran us down 1 by 1 with their Spirit Breaker, Slaughter stuff, and we died. But imagine if we were 5 there, and then they went on us, we would punish them so heavily they would have been wiped. Which is what EG is doing exactly in this series. They're actually just punishing VP every time they make this like goals. And look, Spider. Why is he running away? Oh, I guess everyone's
Spiders are scary.
yeah. Now Timbersaw picked up a Blink Dagger. Really good pickup. And I think SF is 1 item too. No, not sure.
3,800 gold.
I think it's buying a BKB.
No new items though. So we'll see them
think
camping
it's,
out here near the
it's
Go
ancient.
for
Manta, right?
Butterfly, because
The
he's
butterfly.
literally unkillable with Butterfly.
EG knows. EG knows that. No, VP knows, sorry, that they cannot give up this Aegis to EG, otherwise EG is just gonna win this game off this Aegis. At the same time, like, VP, I gotta give them respect, you know, they just lost a team fight and they still wanna fight, they're still playing hyper aggressive. So they know.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's their only chance in this game. They won't outfarm them anymore, not with their heroes. The
Yeah.
cores,
It's the nature of the draft.
they have
basically.
2 here, cores that have no AoE spells. The mid and safe lane core, compared to the Shadowfiend and Timbersaw.
There's RTG's BKB, Peter's level 2 swap,
And EG are on the smoke.
smoke up and fight them. Let's go.
Universe, the man in front. The smoke's gonna break in a decent position. Phobos up on the high ground. They get up the weave onto 3, but he still jumps forward. He still finds 2 with the call, but where's the backup for this? Sumail up in the air, not able to dish out the Shankram damage during the time. Now jumping down the low ground. Silent barely low, forced back at the same time. Sumail is too. He's gonna chain out. He dodges the stun from the Slardar. Beautifully played. Can they finish off G on the retreat? Again, the shock room so low, not dead. The Urn will keep him alive in the end. FNG getting poked a little bit. Looking with the Wave of Terror, fishing for that additional kill. They will again isolate the Dazzle. The Crush on the rear side of the fight, but they just can't get the job done. Now Silence scurried away. Only the Brood down until FNG eventually falls on the Dazzle. It looks like Lil could be next. Punch up, not sufficient. They drop 3.
That's Roche for EG.
Well, EG's showing a lot of poise here after that unfortunate sequence of events following the pause. They're now back on top.
EG is very smart at knowing when to take fights. They were very confident going into the side. Even though they got like 5-man weave, they just chased onto them anyway.
Viper had DD ruined that game, that fight, so VP actually thought they could maybe do something. But
I mean, the way the fight started was actually good for Virtus.Pro, just because the Brood popped the smoke, they had the weave on them, they saw everything.
yeah. The call though, the double call was...
The double call and the dodge from starter.
Yeah, the dodge
What
was
could
pretty
have
big.
happened is VP could actually use that choke point there to like shard, like the one on the left side.
And break up the fight.
Yeah, this one here, and they could shard off the axe as he blinks in. If the if the Tuskar didn't also get snowballed in, sorry, not snowballed, but called.
That's true. Oh, Crimson Guard on X.
Not an item we see all that often.
It's really good versus VP's lineup.
But when you've got all this physical damage, every little bit of mitigation will help.
It's like impossible to play Brood versus Crimson Guard.
I kind of like Lotus Orb more on X. Just because you can Lotus Orb yourself and jump in. You're not scared of the Slaughter's ulti or Orchid. Or you can even use it to remove Slaughter's ulti and Orchid from your teammates. Gives good armor and stats.
Is
Is
Lotus
legit.
Orb good though in this game?
Yeah, I don't know if you're investing in all that. I think Crimson Guard or even Sheevas is better, right?
Man, Sumail going in deep here. He does get silenced, but Universe gets in position. 4-stab. Blink is still cooling down. Gonna slow one down with the Battle Hunger. Now the shock from engage onto Lil. Seems they're gonna sack him. He's gonna snowball and just give up his life.
Kill. He's dead.
Executed by Universe.
I like how you say executed. I like it.
Yeah, maybe as the executioner set.
How appropriate. I mean, Axe is just fun to play, man. You gotta enjoy the chop.
Gotta give it to EG, man. Elimination match, picking Lich X like that.
Yeah, and Timbersaw.
Yeah, Timbersaw.
And making it work.
Yeah.
I was
hats
surprised
off
by
to
that.
them.
I didn't expect that Timber sub pick as well.
Is under attack.
But I guess it's mostly because Sumail's been playing that stuff every game, you know. So certainly they come out with. I think VP also
pretty
thought
well
that-
in this series. If you
Yeah.
like lose 2 games and you come back like that,
Yeah, actually, that's
like,
right.
not every team can do that. Only very few teams are capable of pulling that off.
They're looking for the reverse
Dire's bottom
all kill here.
has fallen.
I haven't seen this in a while in the best of 5. Reverse full kill.
It doesn't happen very often.
The last team they did was like DK once, I think. Did it?
Well, DK did it in a BO7, but that was after like a 3-hour break as well.
Is under attack.
Can you
Very
guys
nice
imagine?
jump by Sumail.
Can you guys imagine if the grand final was the best of 3, and VP won 2-0?
Versus this. Yeah.
Yeah, they would have won 2-0. They would have 2-0 EG if this was the best of 3, but this was the best of 5. Crazy, eh?
I mean,
Yeah.
in this best of 5,
Dire's
I guess
bottom
like
tower is under
if you get first pick Shadow Fiend for EG, they already feel super comfortable.
They certainly appear to. Not leaving mid.
And they have like the 2 best Shadow Fiend players in the
Yesterday
world.
when
One team.
you guys were first pick on Dire, or they had first pick on Radiant, right? In the VPOG game.
Radiant's middle tower has
I don't know. Can't remember. All I know was I went 0-10 on Do. That's all that matters.
I feel like you're gonna get a tattoo to your hand. You keep on writing it so often,
Yeah, you
excited
keep
so
repeating
often.
010 the meme.
Never forget.
Don't worry, Doom is gonna be garbage next patch. I can see it already. Don't
Team's
have to
win
play
rate
Hero.
this tournament's actually been quite low. Think about it.
Yeah, but
Hero's
everyone's
not winning
complaining
games.
about it, you know? Whenever the community complains about something, they get it.
Well, Doom's inherently annoying, right?
Yeah. Everyone wants Doom out of the game.
Sounds so depressing.
Are you calling this lovely people out here
This
whiners?
might be the last smoke of the game
Nah.
for Virtus.Pro. I feel really forced to make a play before the Aegis comes. Like, is Roshan up? It should be up, right? Not yet.
Soon.
they really want to make a play. They know if the Roshan comes, it's super hard to actually interfere in the Roche fight. They would just lose it out.
No, he's here. It's Aegis on Timbersaw.
Still has it? Oh, I just missed it. Talking too much about some Moon Meander Doom and stuff.
That makes so much space that it's still people still talking about it.
That's when your chat wheel's really active.
And, they still went for the smoke onto Aegis fights.
EG sniffed it out though. They were sitting in base as 5. Now they're doing the right thing, putting Sumail in the front line. What the hell? They not see him there? Sumail is Aegis, so he can play it however he wants.
Well, and he's gonna play onto the Viper here. Has the Yules to set up, getting in position. The Venge coming in really soon as well. Chaining back, PPD just wants that swamp and he's gonna find it. BKB forced down and G's gonna continue to run, but no teleport scroll, so they might be able to kill him off anyway. Sumail continuing to engage. Universe just looking for the call. 4-step, grabs the Viper. They're gonna isolate him. G will be going down. Off with his head is the call, and no buyback on the Viper.
Sumo is actually just playing so well all game. It's
Yeah,
right place
he
at all
really is.
time. He's making the best micro plays in his hero.
He's pretty much leading the whole game. Like he's leading the game for his team.
Yeah, this one lane, top won them this game. Like he snowballs this lane, he gets mass confidence, he just goes and does stuff on the map.
Feels a lot like how they were playing at TI and DAC, where Sumail would just take over.
This is a good example of a good player, you know, being able to bounce back from that Storm game. Like not letting it kill him. Like I said, no matter how good you are at Dota, you can be the best player in Dota, but if you tilt easily, you'll never be the best.
Everybody has setbacks.
Wise words, man.
They go for the call.
Words.
No follow-up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Working on the racks here, EG, banging on the front doors. Anybody home? VP, all 5 alive now.
Virtus.Pro might go for the jump when the weave is gonna take them down, but EG is too smart for that.
Too smart.
Just gonna run away.
Take their time. Farm it up. Wait for next Aegis.
It's really taking the time in this game, which
This is a
to
sleeper.
be honest, the right call
Yeah.
in a game like that. You just don't
Game
wanna
5. Grand
throw it
finals.
away. Yeah.
There's nothing VP can really do, I feel, at this point of business.
So
besides
every
defend
time
up
EG
front.
goes back and like does this, Virtus.Pro feels like shit actually. Because I don't know what to do.
They're praying for EG to force it.
Like,
Yeah. DP is BKBs, they want to fight, but EG's like, yeah, you know, just chill, wait for next Aegis.
The problem with
We'll
Brood
get
is-
you eventually.
Brood as a hero is like if you're in the situation where you just can't pressure a lane at all and just this Brood feels so
like
useless
if
all game.
Moon would play that Brood, he'd be pretty sad now. Like
Yeah.
look at this Brood running in the river, chilling in the water.
The worst Brood is Brood in your base defending uphill push. That is the worst
Oh
feeling.
my
Yeah.
god.
You know the game is over when you're Brood in
He's
your
not running on webs.
next to your racks, your own racks.
We gotta feel the DK Phobos here.
Send out the spiderlings to be massacred. My babies.
I got Aghanims on Timbersaw.
Even more AoE.
Like, look how happy Sumail is.
And
going
again,
in.
it's the Blink Yules to start it off. He doesn't have it defensively, but that's okay. His Universe will also join the fight, at least for now. Arteezy getting involved. He's going to look for the Requiem. Universe still very tanky, even through it all. And then the Chain Pros comes about. It's a beautiful one. Keeps on going here and there. All over VP. They're getting wiped out. They just don't have the firepower. They can't get a kill yet. G, his whole life spent auto-attacking. 4 down. He's soon to join them. It's going to be 5. Do they even get a second kill? No chance. It's a triple for Slim Sumail.
Was left though.
And the interesting thing in this game is that like all these fights that are happening, they're actually happening on EG's side on the map, even though they're the winning team. But Virtus.Pro still on their side on the map, taking these fights or looking for these fights.
It's like you were saying, Moon. They always want to fight.
They always want to fight.
Yeah.
They will take the fight to you, even if they're losing.
The thing, it's like what Crow said. If EG sits and farms, VP feels like shit. So it feels like they have to go force a fight, you know? But they
Yeah.
can't, like the heroes aren't heroes that can sit and farm waves and
They
farm
lost
ancients.
their whole momentum, or they couldn't even build momentum in this game. Like
This
the
is the
game
problem with VP's draft and this Viper last pick. Like maybe Lina was a better pick.
I think we shouldn't talk about the drafts because
This is a
like
play.
you know what if Viper would have like won his lane and they would have crushed bottom lane, we would have all been like, man,
This
Virtus.Pro
Viper is great,
doing it."
yeah.
I got the Timbersaw kill.
That's a big one. To not get off the Bloodstone deny there. And
Took the racks.
that's a gem down, 1100 gold.
So yeah, like if this game would have went a little bit more normal, let's say, or more
Sumail maybe doesn't get the solo kill top
yeah, like,
lane.
no like solo kills on a lane that pretty much shouldn't be like this. Just normal safe
There's so
lane,
much gold,
try
actually.
lane.
Yeah.
And we would have all like been like, man, Virtus.Pro, so smart,
Yep.
pushing the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Dota. At the end of the day, draft is like maybe 50-60% of the game. The rest is execution. And EG is just incredibly good in these high tense games. They don't choke, they don't tilt, they just play Dota.
They're playing Dota now, and VP aren't liking how it turns out. Jump forward, gonna find one. Bobo's now trying to walk in, end engage, get something done. The chain cross bounces, everybody BKB'd up, but then the Requiem comes through, further mitigating the non-existent damage that VP have. Arteezy going to work, the Timbersaw going to town, and they're gonna bring down 1, 2, 3 heroes, make it 4. Sumail shows up at the perfect time to wipe them out.
I like that play.
Just remember, this is Lotus up on X, right? The Lotus up to SF? No, Lich. Nope. Yep, Lich has it.
And now
Fear
EG
enough
march
also.
down mid. Is this it? Is this
Yeah.
the end for Virtus.Pro?
This is the end. America wins. It's per usual. Donald Trump is gonna win the elections.
How does that make you feel, Kuro, as our lone European representative here?
What, that Donald Trump wins the elections? Oh man, the world is
Feels
going
bad,
weird
man.
places.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Feels good for the boys in blue, though.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Some
under
setbacks along the way, but EG, for only the second time in even remotely modern Dota history, are
VP
gonna...
was so close too. Feels like VP has actually never won a set of games versus EG. They always end up losing.
But they always are so close down the stretch, it feels like.
You gotta give VP credit though. They 2-0 Liquid, 2-0 OG,
They 2-1 us.
2-1. Oh,
Yeah, it was 2-1.
they 2-0 us. Who else did they 2-0? They 2-0
It was a
VG.
pretty close game too, the last game.
Yeah. And then they won the 2-0 2-3 versus EG won the first game 1 and game 2. And they played really well. They definitely improved a lot as a team since the majors for sure. And I think that
even in this tournament, they've become better after every series. They've become a better team.
And remember, it's a new lineup for them as well, so
exactly.
a lot to
VP
look
is,
forward to.
Definitely amazing team right now. People have expected that. I think
Yeah.
most players knew that VP is gonna be very
Well,
much up there.
Sumail helping out with the Roshan here. Then he decides to jump in and end the misery for VP, quickly taking care of Lil, looking for more of the chain frost. It's going to be another beautiful bounce all over VP's faces, even with BKB starting to really pick down. Bobos gets craved up. That ain't going to save you against Universe. And spin slowly but surely. No, actually will survive for now. Don't tell me he gets out of here. Bobo slips out, barely escaping with his own life. The Aegis going to pop now, but 4 have fallen. It's about to be 5. The Viper's going to go down a second time. It looks like it will be a full wipeout for VP in the pit, and perhaps their final fight of the game. A stun from PPD will finish him off.
Timbersaw.
Wow.
My god.
This fight went kinda okay for Virtus.Pro, given the circumstances. But just not enough anymore, just because the EG heroes are so overfarmed.
Where's the LD? Wow. Some hype, man.
Wow! There you go. Just for you, Moon.
Thanks, LD.
Thanks for casting so much, buddy.
the triple
Oh, wow,
initiation.
anytime you want.
That's the easy kill. The triple
Wow.
initiation by EG,
Radiant's
it's like,
middle
it's pretty
tower is
weird.
under attack.
Like they linked in 3 heroes into the Roche pit, so Shadow Fiend and X actually died.
Yeah.
But
It just showed how confident they were in the
yeah,
state
it's
of
like
the
they
game.
just like wanna go for it.
Slow.
Radiant's middle
Big.
tower
They have to back down EG.
So they do force out the Tusk buyback. Does this actually prompt the retreat? Silence on the hunt. He manages to get a crush off Snowball. Rolling forward, they're gonna
Kill
sack
Fear and leave.
Fear. That's the gem down.
Radiant's middle
And it looks
tower
like he wanted
is
to
under
chain
attack.
frost, but won't be allowed to do it.
This Tusk is 3.6k net worth, 3.5. It's a mangoes, guys. He still has a mango in his inventory. I swear to God, this guy just keeps buying mangoes the whole game.
You jealous?
No, I just wish.
Do you want some fruit?
Mango, I like some mangoes.
Actually, I don't know if we got any mangoes this time.
Nah.
They're pretty tasty though.
Honestly, just. Well, like, I'm impressed by EG, honestly. Watching them more and more. I can't believe we even beat them in the majors. They should have won the game, by the way. Just saying, game 3 versus the teammates, you should have won that game.
They should have won.
Well, EG
Huh?
is also a team that's growing.
We
a lot.
recognize
Yeah, they
it.
should have won it.
Like, EG is getting better and better after every series as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're starting to feel comfortable with their current lineup.
Yeah. Plus, not only that, like, impressive run. They came all the way for the first time. They didn't go to the losers bracket. Ah.
This is their second time ever, at least in like, with the current core group of players, I guess, like PPD Fear and them. The only other one was Dream League.
Well,
They almost always have to do it through the lower
They
bracket.
always have to go through the lower bracket. This time they just actually won the whole tournament through the upper bracket.
Oh,
And then they came back from a 0-2 to 2-3, brought it back for
The thing is,
America.
all their best of threes have been very close as well.
There's
All
only
their-
been, what, two
That's
2-0s
true.
the whole
Yeah,
tournament?
every best of three they had, it was very close.
They were all 2-1, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys took a game off them, almost a second.
Yeah. Well, Baba had to bring that up. Digital Chaos almost beat EG.
That's what Bobo was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like Liquid as well, like, almost beat them.
Yeah, that was close, but at the end of the day, I don't think there's a shouldn't have won,
Yeah.
should have won. It's like you win or you lose.
You win or lose, that's
That's
Dota.
Dota. Well, it's been a long day for VP here, but it might be coming to an end soon.
Very respectable run from
Radiant's
BP.
top tower
So-
is under attack.
Well, we're busy writing their obituary, but they're not ready to get put under just yet. EG looking to make it official.
Yeah. Peter's is the kind of guy that like gets angry whenever the other team doesn't call GG when the game is over.
Oh, he must be pretty mad right now.
Especially after that that
Yeah.
pause stuff.
They've got a Hex available to call coming through. The AoE damage is absolutely massive from EG as Arteezy goes to RG, trying to head onto the middle of this fight. Arteezy, not Bobos walking onto it, but they just can't seem to find a core that they can reliably bring down. Sumail does have to chain away. Universe dropping low. The first kill of the fight is going to be going the way of VP, but then quickly turns back. Bobos will fall. Arteezy could be next. Punched up. He's dead too. Is VP actually doing this? Are they heading on Sumail? The third one down. All three cores punished. And the old man
What just happened, guys?
will TP out.
Well, what happened was
What happened?
EG decided to just run into
What?
them.
Oh my god.
MKB Viper, what's going on, guys? But look at the EXP swing and the gold swing. 7k gold swing, 10k EXP.
Oh, 10k experience. That's,
Well, should we start rewriting that obituary,
Yeah,
guys?
Yeah.
EG had a respectable run. VP definitely showing up. The new lineup's really good.
FNG,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful hair,
Beautiful
They-
hair.
beautiful captain.
Yeah, they need like 2 more of those and they can win.
2 more?
I think
Two
they need
more.
3 more fights.
3 more. 3 more
Yeah.
of those.
So you guys
more-
still heavily favor EG even after that?
Yes.
Okay.
They didn't have ages.
I mean, the point is like, I guess at this point of the game, Timbersaw kind of falls off. I don't know. Are you a Timbersaw player?
Yeah, he just needs to sell. No, he just sells eels, gets off clear and core. It doesn't fall off that hard. The problem with EG was they've been hanging on for ages because they tried to end the game. But now Peter's like, alright guys, I guess they want to play this kind of game. For ages it is. This is how I can exactly.
This will be the Rage Roshan.
Yeah, just like, oh, guess we gotta do Roshan. Sorry viewers. Yeah, they're just gonna wait for Roshan.
And the other, I guess the nice thing here is those BKBs for VP are getting pretty low. So that's where the Timber can really start dishing out the damage again.
Yeah, the BKBs have been pretty big in these fights. Like, you just see when the BKBs were popped that they just didn't take real damage anymore.
Yeah, but
The
they're all
weave-
down
the
to
weave as
5,
well.
6, 7 seconds now. So they're ticking down. So you guys mentioned Butterfly for Arteezy, but he did opt for the Satanic first. But it looks like he'll go back for it now.
Talisman is like all you need. And I think they have Solar Crest too.
Yeah, I believe so. The Venge.
You shouldn't buy Butterfly right now. There's the Viper picked up
Yeah.
KB.
So I think the X went for Cuirass though already, and you want some attack speed item. Yeah. So I mean, Moonshot is like whatever item, I guess. Don't know if you want to go that route.
I think you just get the Aegis on the SF, and that's it. And just keep the goal. And if it's out,
10K.
Talisman get a data list later. Or
And
MKB.
And if you're VP, like, do you contest? Do you have to? I feel like neither option's very good for them.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to say, yeah, they should contest, but if they contest, they might just lose the game right there.
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I mean it's like this. They won the fight because they were uphill. So if they're going to be in this like open field here in Roshan, I think they would lose the fight too hard.
Timbersaw is a 10-second BKB now.
Timbersaw is very good in these kind of fights, but honestly, EG can just go through mid lane or bottom lane. They don't even need to get this top racks when they get Aegis.
No, they need to do the Rage Roshan. It's a matter of principle at this point.
After the Roshan, I mean, like they don't even have to go to top.
I haven't seen EG played that careful in a very long time.
Yeah.
It's some extreme stuff.
That was a mistake to go high ground without the Aegis.
I guess you're reading into PPD's mind. Maybe he actually really wants that for the Aegis or something.
Yeah.
Listen, Han players understand each other.
I used to be on his team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how.
Dropping those G's together.
Yeah.
Good old days.
They might smoke through mid lane.
I mean, look at his lich. He's like, like that's the
This is
They
his
have-
job.
right
This
now.
is my job now.
He's probably in the bathroom right now as well. In the
Yeah.
room, you know.
Probably.
It definitely is. Old man fear.
This is what Dad's got to do though. Just gotta sit in there.
Bladder doesn't work as well once
Yeah,
you get
bladder,
old, man.
yeah.
Old man, just sit in there and
I gotta
watch your
tell you,
wife
it's
go
tough.
shopping, watch your
It's
son
like-
go shopping, just sit in there and wait.
Fear is pretty bored of this game, it seems.
Yeah, he's a lich man.
I'm just gonna chill at
50-minute
Roach,
game, you're a lich. It's
Just
not
literally
fun.
chilling.
Kerr, you play lich, right?
Yeah, sometimes. It's a very nice
Do
hero.
you find it soothing?
Frosty hero. Yeah, it's chill.
Kerr with the puns.
Ba-boom.
I mean, I think Virtus.Pro will go for the play though. Like they have to contest Roshan, because they only have one side of Rex left. They don't even have throne towers left. They're just gonna lose the buildings on right clicks.
The other thing is EG jumped in when they were pushing. They weren't really safe sieging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really like that Virtus.Pro is fighting though. They're not giving up. It's kind of nice.
Yo, he'll take that, he'll take that. What does Venge buy, guys? Yeah, he goes through with Daedalus. He's selling the evasion feasts.
I mean, they
Maybe you have
they have
lads or something.
Or
Yeah.
Lich, I think.
Oh.
No. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm sure he sells the evasion piece, puts the Billion Tiger on the courier,
He's
buys the
shameless.
Daedalus, and gets the Aegis. Roshan spawns. Right about now. Just gonna ping it. Darius goes to Roshan. Sumel's there to do it. VP is ready to smoke up, I think, to contest it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
just
they're
cleared
going
out the wave mid.
So you're just not gonna smoke, they're just gonna run straight there, guys. Here we go, smoke. And G auto attack.
Oh no.
And-
And too late.
Now run.
And he has Daedalus.
Are they going for it still? It looks like they might want to fight anyway.
They're gonna take the
I
uphill.
mean, they shouldn't, but I think they're just like pissed off or something, so they might just go for it.
Sumel in a moonshot, guys.
There's like no point to take a fight outside your base. It's the best place to fight for you. You can
And
buy
EG
that.
are primed to take that fight as well. They're all sticking together as 5. No shenanigans.
I actually, it's really hard to understand
MCG will smoke here.
what EG is doing, because they're playing like
They're playing so
slow,
safe.
and they're like a really quick team, but they're just like doing these moves.
They're actually really slow in EG. Taking a sweet time.
Let VP suffer a little longer, maybe.
Yep. So what you do? It's what you get for not calling GG.
The BM kills after the unpause
Access the bots.
have to be punished.
What EG can do is just push so SF top, and the others 4 just go smoke around mid or something.
Universe has bots. That's gonna be like blinking in, eating cheese, dying, buying back, and bossing back in. That's the play right there. I know it. I know him. He's gonna sacrifice his life for his team.
The offlaners have the mind meld going on.
There
And
we
they
go.
look for the jump forward. They show Arteezy out in front. This time it is a slow siege. Nice and careful. Gotta force VP to come out and defend aggressively. They get the blink crouch, but Universe is ready with the call to counter initiate, and they drag Silent in deep. He's gonna have to BKB Phobos as well, working on Arteezy, but he gets swapped back just before he gets too low. Continuing to fight onto the Broodmother all the while, and now Phobos stunned as his BKB ends, and there's the Requiem too. Arteezy standing and delivering, might be going down here the first time, but can they kill him off the second? Sumail in and out of the base. Still the Viper, so difficult to focus down. They need a little more firepower. He's been graved, suddenly chopped, and then the cheese at the last possible second. That will force out the buyback.
This game is triggering PPD hardcore.
Yeah.
It's so triggered.
Did SF lose Aegis then?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
But they get the tower, and they look for a little more. Universe with the blink in.
They lost the cheese too. Alright guys, 5th Roche.
Oh my god.
Actually? Is it usually actually good for the 5th Roche?
No.
Why not?
Oh, he might die.
Oh, the bash! Oh my lord! What?
Radiant's top barracks
My god.
are under attack.
10% right there. No, 20% some shit.
That was like 80% right there. But Universe finds the 2-hero call. BKBs, are they going to cool down here in time? Arteezy gets rolled on, punched up. They've only got the range. They're close to those Megas, but they don't quite have them yet. And rejoining the fight is going to be Slim Sumail right back into it. Still, the melee rack stands. VP hang on desperately, but G now just about to die to the chakrams. Can Sumail finish the job? The snowball? There's whirling dead everywhere. You look, Blade sitting here and there. They get off the punch. The Viper dies back, and PPD grabs the double kill of all the heroes to do it. Universe back into the fight. He wants Phobos as well. Chop that spider, squish him up. Buyback now onto the tusk, but the mega creeps are coming any moment, it looks like. And meanwhile, the throne also being sieged out while the skirmish transpires. They just start pounding it. EG almost finally they get the job done. My god, they had to work for that. VP just would not give up.
Virtus.Pro, they're real fighters.
Till the end.
That was like that guy that's been knocked to the mat like 30 times in a boxing match. He keeps on hobbling back up. You know, he tries to throw out just one jab and...
I mean, like, Virtus.Pro was doing, like, pretty good, actually. Like, just these fights, they were kind of winning these fights. Just